Hi, third graders. Miss Taylor. Our new unit we're beginning for social studies is all about geographic features and using maps and globes. So let's begin. One thing to remember throughout our unit is that the world, the Earth, is shaped like a sphere, like this ball. Kind of looks like this, right? And our big idea of this unit is how globes and maps can be used to locate and describe major rivers, mountain ranges, and other geographic features around the world. So first of all, what is a map? Well, a map is a drawing that shows where things are, such as towns, roads, rivers, or mountains. People use maps when they need to know how to get somewhere for lots of other reasons. Earth is shaped like an orange, right? Like that ball, the sphere. In order to show the whole world at once, a map maker peels Earth's surface just like an orange and lays it down flat. On a flat map, curved grid lines help you remind you that of the Earth's real shape. Those are called latitude and longitude lines. They may be on some maps, but sometimes they're not on maps. Just depends on the map. What is a globe? Well, a globe is a sphere or ball-shaped model with a map of the Earth printed on it. And globes usually show larger areas of land and water, such as continents and oceans. Speaking of continents and oceans, there are 7 continents, including North America in yellow, South America in green, Africa in this dark red color, Europe in this lighter red color, Asia in purple. This yellow continent is called Australia, and this blue continent is Antarctica. So those are the 7 continents of the world. Oceans, there are 5 oceans, including the Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Southern Ocean. Remember, though, the Earth is a sphere, so the Pacific Ocean is really touching, just folded out flat on this map of the world. All right, here's our hemispheres. So what's kind of cool about the word hemispheres, you might recognize the word spheres, right? That's the shape the world is in, like our ball, right? Like the orange. Now, hemi means half. So if I were to take the Earth, slice it in half, it would be called hemispheres. Take the sphere, cut it in half into hemispheres. Now, this line that goes through the exact middle of the Earth here from where it rotates on its axis, this line here is called the equator. That's right, the equator. And the equator, it's pretty cool because north of the equator is the northern hemisphere. South of the equator is the southern hemisphere. And then we have another line that divides the Earth into 2 hemispheres, but cutting it the opposite direction. That line is called the prime meridian. That's right, the prime meridian. And, oops, we went too far. Let's go back. All right, to the east of the prime meridian is the eastern hemisphere, shown in blue. To the west of the prime meridian is the western hemisphere. Now, to help us remember the directions, north, east, south, and west, the locations, the directions that we find on each map, even on globes as well. we use a tool called the compass rose. These are both pictures of the compass rose, okay? Now there's two different types of directions on the compass rose. There are primary directions. Those are north, east, south, and west. Now in order to remember to start at the top and go around clockwise to fill in north, east, south, west, if you remember, never eat soggy waffles, then that can help you make your own compass rose. Now the abbreviations for north would be the capital N, east, capital E, south is capital S, and west is capital W. We don't need to write it out every single time. We can use the abbreviations, which is pretty cool. Now, what if, oops, we went back a little, sorry, we went a little too fast. What if we want to give someone directions on how to get from one place to another place, but instead of going north or east, they have to go in between north and east, right? So what we're going to use instead of just the primary directions like north or east is we get to use intermediate directions. So it looks like the N for north is missing from this compass rose, must be hidden, but there's this part of this compass rose is north and there's east. Well, if you're going in between those two directions, if you're not going straight north and you don't need to go east, looks this way, I guess, then you might need to go northeast. See how that's a different direction, kind of in between north and east? Same with southeast. If you need to go somewhere between south and east, then you would go southeast, excuse me. Or you could go southwest or northwest. So intermediate directions are really helpful as well. And here's the abbreviation for them. NE is northeast, SE southeast, SW southwest, NW northwest. So as we're learning about continents, the oceans, thinking about where things are located and how to describe where things are located, or even how to give directions, using north, east, south, and west, as well as the intermediate directions, very, very helpful. A couple of online tools that we'll be using during this unit include Google Maps and Google Earth. You might have used them before, or this might be your first time using them and exploring with them. Let me show you what they look like. All right, here we are in Google Maps. It's on the internet, it's a site, and this can show me maps of anywhere in the world. And what's neat is if you type in the search bar, you can go and explore different continents or places on each continent. You can also use the zoom feature. Okay, you hit the plus sign, you zoom closer in to the map. If you hit the minus sign, you zoom further out from the map, right? And remembering that the map is a picture, a drawing of the world from a bird's eye view looking down. And that's what we can see. Let's go ahead and have a little fun and let's type in Lafayette Upper Elementary School in Fredericksburg, Virginia, right? Our school. And the Google map is going to take us there. Here we are. I love it. Let's zoom out from there. Farther and farther and farther. And what's kind of neat is we can see so many things on this map. We can see roads. We can see the Rappahannock River. We can kind of click and drag and move it around. You can even see stores like Target and neighborhoods. There's the hospital, Mary Washington Hospital. So you can see how useful maps are. If I'm trying to go somewhere new and I'm driving, I can type the address into Google Maps and it'll give me directions on how to get there. It will even tell me the best way and how long it will take. And it will, if I have the app on my phone or something, it'll talk to me in the car and and connect me. So maps are very useful when we're going to new places or finding our way or wanting to know how long it'll take us to get somewhere. Now, what if I just want to explore and look for the different continents, right? We're going to be studying 5 different continents, including Africa, in more depth. So here we are. I can go and I can explore Africa. Look at all of the different countries in Africa. And if I zoom in a little closer, I can even double click to zoom in, there's even more names that will show up for lots of different countries. All of these black lines I see are the borders of countries. And borders of countries, those are made by people. People decide, okay, this is where Egypt and Sudan are meeting, and the border between these 2 countries is going to be right here on this line. So that's something that those governments would agree on, and that's why those lines are on the map that look like that. Now, some things on maps that we can see that are part of the world, right, are natural, like mountains, rivers, the ocean. Those would be the geographical features, and we're going to get into that more later this week. So that is Google Maps. You can explore it as well. Now we're going to look a little bit at Google Earth. Google Earth is similar to Google Maps. It has a lot of the same features. I can zoom in and out. I can also search for things. But what's really cool is this is more 3-dimensional. I can see the sphere of the Earth. And all of these images are photographs taken by satellites. And this is basically photographs of the world. Isn't that amazing? Here is the North Pole. See the Arctic Ocean, the ice cap. And then if I want to look and see, I want to see what Antarctica is shaped like. Because on the maps it looks long and skinny. Look at Antarctica. This is what Antarctica is really shaped like. And the ocean surrounding it is the Southern Ocean. So explore using Google Earth and check out the world. Just like we went and searched for Africa, we can search for places on Google Earth and it'll zoom in there as well. And we can see what it looks like. Happy exploring with Google Earth and Google Maps. One more thing about Google Earth is you need to use Google Chrome, the internet browser, in order to use Google Earth. Okay, so ask a parent to help you or just have fun exploring with your teachers and with me as we explore geographic features this week. Let's get started. Thanks, 3rd graders.